let's get to the movie review. And I'm kind of anticipating getting shit on for this because I'm not sure that you guys are going to enjoy this.
No, he's going to insult us now.
No.
Why wouldn't we enjoy it?
No, it's not in your fucking wheelhouses.
Are you saying we're not cerebral enough?
No, I'm saying you don't really care for
No, because
horror
that's
movies.
what I'm saying. I don't think he was cerebral enough.
I enjoy horror movies.
Well,
This wasn't a horror movie.
No, it was not.
well, yeah, it's true. It's more of a suspense type deal. It's just kind of a mind fuck.
Not even a mind fuck.
No,
No, maybe a mind like dry hump.
It was
Yeah, kinda.
it was figured out early what the hell was going on and who those people
Yeah,
were.
there was so much. What's the word I'm looking for? Foreshadowing.
It's
Oh.
M. Night Shyamalan.
Yeah, but I mean, he was like spoon feeding the foreshadowing.
It's M. Night Shyamalan.
He doesn't-
It's what he does.
No, I was telling Jim this movie. Okay, remember when?
Wait, hang on. Let's introduce the fucking movie.
Oh,
Oh,
shit!
sorry.
We didn't get there yet. You started this.
You're supposed to.
Well, thank you very much. Can I be in charge for a while? What, you think I'm your sidekick?
This is the first time we ever fucking did this one. Holy shit!
What is going on with you?
I don't know.
Fuck you!
Gonna have to have that looked at.
Sidekick. Fuck you!
There you
I'll
go.
fix it in post. All right, so,
Fuck.
all right.
A Knock at the Cabin, written and directed by M. Night Shyamalan. It's based on a book called The Cabin at the End of the World by Paul G. Tremblay.
Okay.
Released theatrically on February 3rd of 2023. It grossed $35.4 million in the United States and $54.8 million worldwide.
Wasn't so much release as it escaped.
I was gonna say that.
That's my line, you fuck.
We were gonna use it.
You can use it.
He did.
It scored a 67% on Rotten Tomatoes.
I saw that.
Yes. So you assholes can be wrong.
Yes, we can.
No, that's not.
2 out of 3 are right. Which side are you on, bitch?
Wait, who's right?
Me.
That's not 2 out of 3.
That's 1 out of 3.
I'll fucking kick you till you agree with me.
You can't.
Oh, by the way, I'm supposed to ask you something. Speaking about you getting one day your up and's coming.
Who? What? Who? What?
What?
Do you remember getting punched in the face through the skee ball window at Dorney Park?
No, he didn't. He never connected.
Well, Tony says he connected a little
He
bit.
never connected.
And then I had to tell the story about putting your head through my fucking wall.
He cut his arm up and never connected, and we both nearly got fired over it. But he never connected. I'm too cat-like reflexed.
Yeah.
You okay?
Back then, I was svelte.
You were never svelte.
You knew me back then, bitch.
You weren't svelte.
You knew me.
You were still tubby.
Fuck you. I was not tubby back then.
Yeah. Well, so Tony's telling me the story about, punching through the skee ball booth to get to him. And I had to tell the story about putting his head through the fucking drywall in my bedroom.
See, all these violent people just have to deal with violence.
Why
all
was
the
he
time.
trying to punch you in the booth? Were you talking smack?
Oh, probably, yeah.
You douche.
Well, I was in an air-conditioned booth, and he was out in the sweaty hotness, and I guess I was talking smack and being an ass. That
you.
tracks. That tracks. But
Checks out.
Yeah, but you know what? Wait till fucking lunch. Don't go taking a swing at a person through a window.
Well, yeah.
No.
Anyway, stars Dave Bautista as Leonard, Jonathan Groff as Eric, Ben Eldridge as Andrew, Nikki Amuka Bird as Sabrina, Rupert Grint as Redmond, Abby Quinn as Adrian, and Kristen Call as Wen. So the movie starts. We see this young girl out catching grasshoppers in the woods, and next thing we see is this big hulking mass of humanity.
Correct.
Dave Bautista walking up. And he introduces himself as Leonard. And he says that he wants to be Wen's friend. And immediately your mind wants to go to a very dark place. We're going to go to a dark place, but not that dark place.
Mm-hmm.
Leonard explains that him and, well, now by this point, 3 other people have come out of the woods. And Leonard explains that him and his companions are there to help save the world, and they need Wen and her 2 dads to help them.
And the other 3 have weapons.
So does Leonard.
Okay, I didn't realize.
All 4 of them have these homemade weapons that are just like fucking really gnarly looking.
Well, every one of them is like their garden tools slapped together.
Yes.
Yes.
Come to find out that Leonard and his companions, Sabrina, Redmond, and Adrian, they've all had these visions of the apocalypse coming. Okay. And they're all identical visions. They're 4 people who have never met each other before this. They've never spoken. They went on some internet chat board and were talking about this. So their shared vision gets them to meet together on a boardwalk. I'm assuming in New Jersey because, like all M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong movies, it takes place in Pennsylvania.
Yes. What has he got against PA?
Nothing. He's from Philly.
Okay.
That's why everything is
Pennsylvania
in
based.
Pennsylvania. Yeah, M. Night Shyamalan is from Philly. But, so Leonard tells Wen that she needs to convince her dads to let them in because they need to help with their task. They have Leonard saying that his heart's broken because of what he has to do. And eventually they do end up forcing their way into the into the cabin.
She stands up and screams and runs into the house, doesn't she? When she sees the other 3 coming.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
She runs into the house, and Eric and Andrew, or her two adopted dads,
Yes.
are on the back porch. And then they end up forcing their way into the house. And in the ensuing tussle, Eric gets knocked down
Yes.
and sustains a concussion,
Correct.
which may come into play a little later on. So now they start explaining, Leonard is basically the spokesman of the group, and he starts explaining that through these visions they see the downfall of humanity, the apocalypse, the end of the world. And when Eric and Andrew, because their love is so pure that they need to choose to sacrifice one of themselves, one of the 3 of them, to save the world. It's an impossible choice. And for each time they say no, a segment of humanity is judged. So the first time they ask, will you make a choice? No. Well, now Redmond has to pull. He pulls a.
Yeah. Each time they say no, one of those 4.
Somebody has to sacrifice themselves.
Yes.
One of the 4 of the 4 intruders has to sacrifice themselves.
Yes.
So Redmond pulls the white hood over his head and says, a portion of humanity has been judged. And the rest of the 3 of them, or actually the 2 girls, hit him in the head with their weapons, and then Leonard comes up and lobs his head off with his. That's one section of humanity done. And then they put on the TV and show the first of the plagues.
That was that the plague or the tidal wave?
The tidal wave.
It was the tidal wave
tidal
first.
wave.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's in Seattle. So
And this
honestly, not that bad.
And this is when I realized, okay, I know who these guys are.
Yep. So that's the first one to go. And then they allow them, okay, Leonard says, we'll attend to your needs within reason, but no one can leave, and tomorrow we'll have to ask you again. So second day comes around. By the way, Andrew is a bit of a fucking hothead.
Yes.
Just a smidge of a hothead. Okay? And I don't know if he likes playing the perpetual victim, or if he looks to be the victim in a lot of things.
I think he was looking for it.
He might have. If you haven't figured it out, Eric and Andrew are a married same-sex couple who adopted Wen. She's they adopted her from a Chinese orphanage, which is a wonderful thing to do. Fucking good on them. And like immediately they think that it's a hate crime because they're a same-sex couple.
Yes.
And Leonard is continuing to try and assure them that that's not the case. They've been chosen to do this. Hang on. We should give a little backstory as to what Leonard and the rest of them do. Leonard is a second grade teacher.
And
Now, if you've ever watched WWE or if you watch Guardians of the Galaxy, Dave Bautista as a second grade teacher is fucking scary.
yeah, yep. We talked about that.
Yeah.
I said, what is he? Jim, maybe? He can
No.
just be a regular teacher.
Dave Bautista is he's a second grade teacher. Adrian is a cook. Sabrina is a nurse. And Redmond works for a gas company. But we find out that he had an altercation with Eric and Andrew a few years prior.
Which is really weird.
Yes.
I mean, Ron Weasley like upending some people.
Yeah.
It's like it just didn't work. I think that was one of the biggest stretches in the movie that of millions of you're a guy from Boston just like upends you in a bar.
But it's Ron Weasley.
Yeah. Well, not just it's just the fact that it's like, and now we're gonna meet him this years later.
Yeah.
And when they try to basically confirm it, it's like it doesn't matter. No, it fucking does matter. Get the goddamn wallet.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, no, it doesn't matter.
It would have mattered to me.
In the grand scheme of things, it didn't matter.
It matters.
No, it doesn't.
Then why show the backstory? Aha.
No.
No, he does have a point.
Everything that was shown in the backstories had to have mattered for one reason or the other.
Well, that's just a way to the reason the backstory would matter is because
they're talking about a hate crime.
Right, and then it would cast doubt onto the story that they're telling.
Yes. There we go. We got it.
Bingo. But if the US would have admitted to it and said, yes, I did that, not, show some repentance.
For what?
He smacked him with a beer bottle. For what?
Oh, I thought what would
It's like, that guy attacked me in a bar. If he would have said, yes, I did, but you were being loud or whatever.
okay? So what? Why would you make no fucking sense?
I thought it was a part of the story that was superfluous.
You don't even know what
That means it didn't need to be there. And I do know what that means. Okay? That did not further the
It's called
narrative.
a red herring.
And they used a redhead for the red herring. A little too literal there. A little too literal there. And his name was Redmond. Or O'Banion. Or O'Donnell. Or something.
O'Banion.
Whatever. O'Doyle rules. No, I don't.
I hate you.
I'm just saying, a lot of the backstory stuff, it was padding. I feel.
Anyway,
So did he.
Yes, I agree.
it's an M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong movie. You should know this by now.
It was a ding dong.
Right, but as I was saying, Jim and I were talking about this beforehand, that when he first came out with The Sixth Sense, amazing film
No, not really.
at the time, and then
No.
he made
I love that movie.
based off of that movie.
You are fucking basic.
Yeah, but based off of that movie, he got a reputation and started making more movies, but he was on a downhill climb. And then,
Wait, how do you climb downhill?
He was on a decline.
Right? He made The Shape of Water. Won all these awards, back up to the top. Everyone loves him again. So then he says, I know what turd I'm going to make next, and no one can say no to it. And that's what happens. He shows up in the movie as a salesman on the TV,
Okay.
right? Like hawking shit. He knows. He knows what he's doing. This was probably a pet project.
It was a damn sight better than some of the other stinkers he's fucking made.
I wouldn't put this as one of his better films.
Well, you have no taste. You liked fucking Hammerbox.
Go on.
He's not arguing.
I'm not, no, because
I'm agreeing with everything he's saying right now.
he's agreeing with everything.
Well,
I'm
you're
saying.
both fucking stupid, so it doesn't matter.
Not just me and the moron twins. We're not twins.
Fucking Dumb and Dumber.
Oh.
Anyway, now I've lost where I'm at in the fucking movie.
This was you talked about.
All right, so the second morning rolls around.
Yes,
And now, Andrew, the hot-headed fucking jerk,
correct.
decides he's gonna. Well, he somehow gets out of his restraints and decides he's gonna run to the car and get his gun.
Mm-hmm.
And shoots at Adrian.
Mm-hmm.
Dumb move.
Correct.
Dumb move. And then he comes back and holds a gun on Batista. Even dumber move.
Wait, I thought the waitress would have died first.
Well, yeah, you're right. You're right. The waitress did die first.
Yeah.
The second plague comes down. The waitress dies.
Yes.
Another part of humanity has been.
Now was
judged.
that the virus?
That was the virus.
That was the virus.
Okay. That fucker hit too close to home. It's only 3 years since. A plague on humanity.
No shit.
Remember? Yeah, but this is from a book long before that.
No, actually,
I was gonna ask, when did this book come out?
I would have to look,
Okay.
but it's not that. It's not that
Old.
much before.
Okay.
But anyway, so now there's a virus that's especially fatal to kids.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's the second one coming down. Now the third one comes down, but when the third one comes down, Andrew manages to shoot the nurse.
Yes.
Congratulations, idiot. You just judged the third section of humanity. Now, hundreds of airplanes are just falling out of the sky.
This was by far my favorite one.
Why?
Just watching the planes
Yes.
just plummet and fall and explode.
So now we've got the third one done. Now Leonard is he's the last one left, and he's telling them that they have to make a choice. Brian says he can burn you a copy of that of that Hammerbox CD,
No, it's okay. I got it on YouTube. It's good.
and Doug says you like boiled ham.
Rum ham.
No, not rum ham. You're not Frank. Stop. But anyway, so now Leonard is the last one left, and Eric is finally starting to believe what he's been telling them is true.
Mm-hmm. Is it because he got the goon on the back of the head or what? We
Yep.
don't know. Yes.
Yeah, and then the other, he opens up the bathroom door, and the little teeny window's broken. Ain't no way Batista's fit through that fucking window.
I thought the same thing.
And it was like, no, just start blasting at that point. He did one shot in the shower. He should have shot he said, I opened this door. No, you should have shot him up.
And then what would have happened?
Well, it still might have been the same conclusion.
No, I don't think so. I don't think it would have been the same conclusion. I think then had they blasted up Leonard,
Yeah.
I think had they blasted up Leonard, they would have taken off and things would have been different. Hang on. We forgot to tell them we forgot to tell everybody what was going to happen if they refused to make the choice to sacrifice one of themselves.
Mm-hmm.
They are doomed. They'll be the last three
Yeah.
alive on the face of the earth. And they get to walk Earth for eternity alone, knowing that they doomed humanity. So now it's time for them to make the final choice. And they refuse to make the choice. Actually, Andrew refuses to make a choice.
Yes.
They send Wynn to her treehouse. Andrew is refusing to make the choice. He's still convinced this is nothing more than a hate crime. He's still convinced of it.
Mm-hmm.
So Leonard says he would like to do this last part outside. So they go out on the back deck. And Leonard sits down in a chair and says, "You've made your choice.
Yeah.
All of humanity has been judged."
And he
And he slits his own throat.
fucking A.
He slits his own throat, thereby judging all of humanity. But before he does it, he says, "You still have a little bit of time once I do this."
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as he slits his throat, the thunder rolls in
Mm-hmm.
and the black clouds everywhere.
And this was lightning.
Yes.
Setting fire to everything.
Lightning
Yeah.
setting fire, which was the last thing he said was going to happen. Lo and behold, all of this shit's coming true. So Eric realizes that he wasn't fucking lying.
Mm-hmm.
And he convinces Andrew to kill him. He convinces Andrew to make the choice and to shoot him.
Mm-hmm.
So, magically, everything fucking stops when he kills Andrew, or when he kills Eric.
Or starts receding. Like the plague started,
The-
cases were
Right.
dropping.
Yep, everything
Yeah.
fucking stops.
Yeah.
The planes land.
Yep.
The cases, like you said, the cases of the virus
Plague
stop.
virus, yes.
The waters start receding from Seattle. Everything stops. But during Andrew's, during Eric's resignment to the fact that Leonard was telling the truth, he breaks it down to Andrew who these four are. They are and like you said, they foreshadowed the fuck out of this.
Yep.
The four horsemen of the apocalypse.
Now, what I thought, and they use different names, they use updated names, but the thing that got me was after the first one got killed, and the tidal wave came in. First thing I thought of was pestilence and crickets or grasshoppers.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. That's when I was like, fuck, now I know.
Yeah. They foreshadowed the fuck out of the four horsemen thing. But and they all had a plate of peace.
Mm-hmm.
Leonard was the teacher. Sabrina, she was a cook. She was, she was also a nurturer. Okay? You had Sabrina, who was a nurse. She's the caregiver.
Yes.
And then you had Redmond, who is vengeance. They each represent an aspect of humanity.
Yeah, why have one bad and three good?
Well,
Also,
biblically, none of the four horsemen are bad.
but the best the funny part is like how that's kind of the reason that I kind of, as soon as all four showed up on screen, as soon as they were all there, I took it as a horseman right there, because one's wearing white, one's wearing black, one's wearing red.
Yeah, I didn't even put that
And it
together.
was like, that is, if when you see any text of like the four horsemen, that's how they're dressed.
Yeah.
War, famine, pestilence, and the other one.
Right. I mean, yeah, Doug, I liked it. I think you'll like it. Never mind what these two fucking miscreants want to say.
I watched it Friday with Jimmy. It was he thought it was, okay, probably a little bit more cerebral for him than it was, for anybody else. And I watched it again last night, and like I said, I said to him, I said, what the fuck was up with all these fucking flashbacks? They didn't really tie, but then he mentioned something to me. I'm like, okay, yeah, that made a little bit more sense. But I just, it was blah.
It wasn't. I mean, it's not fucking explosions.
No,
and car races.
I understand that.
I'm sorry. I didn't have enough fucking cars for you.
I said I did enjoy the planes.
I wasn't speaking to you.
I'm just.
I'm sorry it didn't have any Ferraris or Ford GT40s in it.
It had a Dodge pickup at the end. Well, shut. They used their pickup to get out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they had to.
It had all their IDs.
Because they slashed the tires.
It had all.
Maybe if they wouldn't have slashed the tires, he could use his own. What was that? A Suzuki Sidekick?
Yeah, I think so. But I'm sorry it didn't have enough things going vroom, vroom, vroom for your fucking feeble little mind, Jim.
Don't need things going vroom, vroom, vroom for a good movie.
Obviously, for you it does.
Nope.
This one made you think.
It made my brain hurt.
That's because it made you
it
think.
did.
It's slogged.
No, first off, nothing can make me think if I don't want to. I can actively not think.
I know that.
That was uncalled for. But I just
Your favorite band is Aerosmith. You can obviously actively not think.
this movie is not one that I would. I will say this. It wasn't. At least it wasn't like a couple movies that I've seen that were actually on my list and I watched willingly. This one wasn't as bad as some of those. But it's not one I would have seeked out.
This is one of M. Night, in my opinion, one of M. Night Shyamalan's better movies.
Wee.
You think The Sixth Sense was better than this piece?
You have
Absolutely.
Look,
The Sixth Sense sucked.
Oh, I love that
you
movie.
got to internalize those moans because if you just let Doug see the eye rolls and that's it. Don't let him see them. That's
No. Here's the thing. You talk about things being telegraphed for you. You couldn't figure out in The Sixth Sense that Bruce Willis was fucking dead. Don't talk to me about needing shit spoon-fed to you.
yeah.
You're not wrong. I didn't figure that out until the end, and then I went, "Oh shit, we talked about this."
Yeah.
That's why I enjoyed that movie, because it gave me an oh fuck at the end.
What did he spoon feed you a little bit too much more for this one?
No, I figured out
Another
right from the
thing
beginning.
that was bad is that they used the trope that the cell phone don't work in the woods.
Wait, no.
And I know you know that, but also the TV worked.
Cable, satellite, you fucking dolt.
But if you can get cable somewhere,
If you can't get cable, and there probably wasn't.
Also,
no.
It probably.
Shut your dick liquor. They probably didn't have cable at the cabin, but they had fucking satellite.
right? But that's a phone anyway.
No, it's
But
not.
Also, I think the cabin with all of its rustic charm, you have all. I mean, if you looked around that cabin, nothing was updated. It had a clawfoot ceramic tub. There was hundreds of thousands of books, and no dust. Who's dusting those books? That's a lot of books.
Maybe they dusted when they got there.
But no, they're out on the back porch drinking wine. It was still there. But then you have this wonderful, beautiful big screen TV on the wall. A cabin like that with the fishing and the boat and all that stuff, that probably would have had like a little set in the corner CRT.
Oh no.
I mean, I don't know where they got the Airbnb from.
Probably from Verbo. Nobody uses CRT TVs anymore, even in their fucking Airbnbs.
Oh, no. People use CRTs. It's very big in the retro gaming community.
What?
In their fucking Airbnbs. I'm going to start calling you fucking Jim Jr.
That's not fair. I'm older than him.
Okay, I'll make him Jim Jr.
There you go.
Senior, how you doing?
Just
Actually,
you know what?
Wait. Actually, he would be junior because you're already junior.
No, he's not. You're not junior.
I'm
right?
not a junior.
Yeah, you see,
No, wait, stop,
The
stop,
lineage
stop.
of Jim Millers are all
Stop,
different.
Stop. I don't care about this fucking middle name nonsense. You're fucking Jim Jr.
No.
And Jimmy is Jimmy the Third.
No.
I don't give a flying French fried titty fuck what you say.
Well, it's my fucking family.
Yeah.
I'm not a fucking junior.
And Jim begat Jim, begat Jim, begat Jim, you know, and all down the line.
Real fucking creative, your lot.
Whatever.
I think they all just like their own names. I mean, I can understand.
And you fuckers say I got an ego.
Yes, you do.
I never named any of my kids after me, did I? Did I?
No.
Who's got the ego now?
Not me.
Yeah, you.
Well, you still have an ego.
Allegedly.
That doesn't stop you from having an ego. There's no like, oh no, why would he have an ego? You have an ego.
No, I don't.
Don't forget. I'll never forget this name. I will never forget this name. Somebody actually did this. Mortimer Smedley III.
Yeah.
Wait. Stop.
Swear to God.
Stop. Pump the fucking brakes.
Swear to God.
Where does this come from?
His brain.
No, it was a customer that came in. I'll never forget that name. This has to be going on like 10 years ago. You're talking about egos and
Yeah, but it's just
names.
wrapped in his brain.
Yeah.
I mean, it's, you know, it's not all about egos.
So
I mean,
see, Jim, but then Mortimer,
We're creative. We all have different middle names. Fuck you.
Mortimer Smedley. 3 times.
That's better than fucking Jim Miller, you generic ass
it is
motherfucker.
no,
nuts.
I mean, I think.
How much? You talk about a generic fucking name. Holy shit.
Would you like to be Mortimer?
Better than fucking Jim.
Better than Eric,
No. Eric's pretty cool.
allegedly.
Cooler than fucking Jim.
Actually,
Fuck
if you look at all the people that even, you know, we all have. There's quite, you know.
Wait a minute.
Jim, Eric, Bill, Doug, Brian, all quite normal names.
Yeah, don't you have a guy in your band
You know?
named Jim?
Yeah, he's way cooler than you.
I'm just saying. Name.
I
talking
mean,
about
with
the
the
name.
weirdest person we know a name is Tyler.
Yeah.
I mean, that's, you know, but then again, he fits.
Yeah. He looks like a Tyler.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was fully prepared to get shat on by you two for this one.
And you didn't.
No, I was okay with it because
Yeah, you sounded fucking okay with it. You really sounded okay with it. You were so level fucking headed.
well, I could be strong in my opinions when you're wrong.
Jesus Christ.
Oh fuck.
It's like, I can see him saying, oh, that went well. I was very calm. No, you weren't.
Yes, it was.
You're worse than Piers Morgan.
Whoa.
Fuck you.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, fuck you. I didn't want to hurt my own fucking ears with that one.
It's not allowed.
I apologize.
At least it's not a mic.
I didn't mean that the way it sounded. I enjoyed this last show.
I'm gonna put my headphones back on now. I didn't want to yell at myself.
it wasn't that loud, actually. Not. It's like you've been normal speaking tone.
You saying I'm loud?
Yeah, you have a Karen voice. What can I say?
Submit your applications for co-host to ononotthempod@gmail.com. Care of me. You may be promoted to number 2,
I'm fine. I'm just.
but that will only last about a week. What's your rating on the movie?
I'd have to go 2.5 stars.
Out of
5.
okay, fair enough. Yours.
I agree with Rotten Tomatoes. Probably about 60%.
Okay, fair enough. I'm actually going to give it 70%. So not what I would in no way, shape, or form say it's a 5-star movie, but I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it more than most of M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong's stuff.
I thought the casting of Batista as that, it just, I don't know.
I liked it.
You did?
I liked it.
I mean, just this big hulking guy coming up to this little girl in the beginning. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Well, that's kind of well.
Yeah. I know what you were talking
Yeah.
about. Yeah.
That's kind of like Shyamalan does the mindfuck thing, but there wasn't the mindfuck ending.
Yeah.
You know, the mindfuck was there was no mindfuck. You know, because like he likes to do these stupid plot twist endings.
Mhm.
So
And yeah.
there wasn't one.
No.
I thought the plot twist would have been that there were the 4 horsemen.
No.
That seems like, because I think to, a less cerebral audience, they wouldn't have gotten that. That's why they had to spoon feed it at the end.
I'm sure there was a lot of people that didn't get it.
I said after the first person got killed.
You're full of shit. You didn't get it until you talked to him.
Bullshit.
We just talked about it a few minutes before we showed up.
And I said about the cricket. As soon as the first one died and the tidal wave came, I realized him with the crickets, and I thought of Pestilence. But it wasn't Pestilence in
But
this movie.
honestly, when I thought that, I thought that as soon as they weren't going to kill the people in the cabin,
Right.
where are the stakes? Because I certainly, and maybe I'm just not have the empathetic enough. Yeah, that I honestly let the Armageddon come. Fuck it, humanity's had its day.
I'm not going to disagree.
If I'm the only one, if my family's the only one left standing, we win. We get all the stuff.
I'm not fucking going to argue with you on that.
Oh, Lordy.
So maybe I'm the wrong audience to like think that way. Where people are like, oh yeah, I would have. And then there's probably some wives sitting there. I mean, yeah, I would have killed you. It's like,
Well, I'm sure Missy would have shot me.
Oh, God.
You know what?
in order to save the world, you must sacrifice. Hey, bitch, what the fuck? It's like,
There's probably been a time or two when Lisa would have put a pickaxe through your fucking head, too.
what? It gotta be a pickaxe. Jesus Christ! We don't have to. That has to be so violent of a death.
Well, yeah.
Death by snoo stew.
Dirty motherfucker.